Hey guys, before we begin, just wanted to thank everybody for helping us get monetized. We got monetized earlier this week and it wouldn't have happened without you, aka the fans. So let's get started. Now let me talk to you about the open collaboration that's going on right now. So the idea is to cook something Indian inspired which you've never tried before, or put an Indian spin into your favorite dish. And for taking part in this collaboration and sending me their entries, I would like to thank Cooking with Neighbors, Jerry Ellen, Purnima from Handy Home Studio, Pearl, CDC Jr., and Yuki Cooks. Today we're gonna make another video, and it's also gonna go in that same playlist where all of these awesome videos are going to be as well. And we'll be making an Indian rice pudding or kheer in the Instant Pot. It's my first attempt, so let's take a look and let's get started. Now I have made rice kheer before and it's actually one of my all-time favorites, but never have I even tried making a dessert in the Instant Pot. Now what you want to do is heat up some ghee in the Instant Pot in saute mode, and then saute lightly some of your nuts or dried fruits if you're using that. I don't like dried fruits at all, like raisins, but you can feel free to add that in if you want to. I'm just going to use some pistachio with that lightly peeled cashews and some coconut flakes. Add that all into the ghee and then give it a quick saute and keep stirring it until it becomes aromatic. And what the sauteing helps to do is just make it more aromatic and intensify the flavors when we add it into our actual kheer. Once that's done, set that aside, wipe the pot if you need to, and then add in some more of your ghee. Then add in your rice and then saute for about 5 to 6 minutes, or until the rice is nice and shiny. And if you take a close look, it's starting to get cooked, so the sides of it is becoming translucent while the center is still opaque white. So the ratio we're using is 1 part rice, 10 parts milk, and 2 parts water. I'm adding the water in because that will help in a really subtle way to not allow the milk to burn too much as we are cooking the kheer. You may find a bit of it will touch the bottom of the pot. So once the rice is ready, add in all of your milk and your water. Then close the Instant Pot, make sure it's in sealing mode, hit the cancel button, and then set it to porridge mode. We will now cook it for about 20 minutes and then let the pressure release naturally. Now while that's cooking, let me ask you a question. Do you prefer your kheer hot or cold? My personal favorite, ice cold in the fridge the next day. There's nothing like it and it's always the best. But let me know what you like in the comment section down below. Now once the pressure has released naturally, take a look here. It becomes so nice and smooth. The rice is nicely cooked. It's almost like oatmeal or porridge. It's funny because we did cook it in porridge mode, and it's just perfect because when you take a bite of it, it's nice and hot. It melts in your mouth, and it may have a slight natural sweetness as well. Now you may notice that we didn't add any sugar while making this, and that's why it's not going to taste desserty. Well, there's a whole idea behind that. Some people like their desserts really sweet. Some people like it just a tiny bit sweet. Some like maple, honey, stevia, sugar. See, whatever you want. Once you're at this stage, you can add whatever sweetener you want. You can portion it out, add any individual preferences if you want, and that way we'll include everybody when we have this dessert, because that's what desserts are for, to bring everyone together and enjoy a sweet treat. So go ahead and add in your favorite sweetener and then taste and adjust to your own preference. Now once you have that, you can then decide what kind of consistency do you like. This right now for me is a bit too thin, so I'm gonna let it thicken up a bit so it's a bit more like oatmeal consistency, a bit less wet. For some additional creaminess, you can also add in some 10% or heavy cream, and then for some fragrance, some ground green cardamom. It's gonna be great. Then add in all of your sweetener. Now while you're stirring it and adjusting the consistency, avoid scraping the bottom of the pan because a bit of milk would likely have stuck at the bottom. We don't want to scrape that out and mix that in with the kheer, so just be careful not to scrape the bottom. And now all that's left for you to do is finish the kheer, which you've already adjusted for sweetness. Now add in a generous amount of saffron in it. Saffron is used so often in Indian desserts and it just helps make it so aromatic, so refreshing and so fresh. It's amazing. So be generous with it and then add in half of your sauteed nuts and the coconut flakes into the kheer. Mix that well as well. Gather everybody around the table. Serve spoonfuls, ladlefuls of this in bowls, plates, whatever you want. Top with some more of your sauteed nuts and the coconut flakes and you will be in for a treat. If you want more videos just like this one, if you want more desserts, if you want more instant pot recipes, shout it out in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to put that on my list. Be sure to hit subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys.